As we celebrate National Textiles Day, it is important to begin by recognizing the distinction between fabrics and textiles. The terms are often used interchangeably, however, they are quite different. Textiles is the broader term that includes any material made from natural or synthetic fibers and the fibers themselves. Fabric is more specific and denotes textiles that have been constructed into a flat, cohesive sheet of material, mostly through knitting or weaving. All fabrics are textiles, however, all textiles are not fabrics. For the purpose of this post and as quilters, let's focus on the fabric category of textiles. For the record, many of us do, however, use other textiles, what we may describe as multimedia in our work. There are a few quilts throughout this post that use, for example, bark cloth and denim, just a few of the different fabrics that quilters use. Did you know fabrics and migration are deeply connected and play a powerful role in textile history, reflecting the movement of people and culture and functioning as cultural anchors? As communities migrate, whether by choice, trade, displacement, or forced movement, they carry textile traditions with them. Historically, migration has helped many of the world's textile traditions. Every stitch, weave, and pattern can reveal journeys across borders, oceans, and generations. Through fabrics that often become living records, migrants preserve heritage, adapt to new realities, and create visual languages that express resilience, belonging, and cultural continuity. During the transatlantic slave trade, millions of Africans were displaced and brought to the Americas. Although they were stripped of many possessions, they carried cultural knowledge which included textile traditions. Handmade fabrics, clothing, and quilts can preserve memories of home, family, and ancestry. Patterns and colors often symbolize specific places or cultural meanings, helping dispersed communities maintain connections to their roots while navigating new environments. Sewing, quilting, weaving, and dyeing practices evolved in these new environments, blending African aesthetics with European and indigenous materials. Quilting, for example, became both a practical craft and a form of storytelling within African American communities. Cities around the world have become hubs where textile traditions intersect. African wax prints appear in European and American fashion. South Asian embroidery influences Western couture. Indigenous weaving traditions inspire modern textile art. That being said, some fabrics may invoke a feeling of familiarity, even when they are not authentic to one's culture. We may have conversations about cultural appropriation, wherein there may be a blurring of boundaries or outright theft of identity. Learning about the origins of various designs goes a long way in addressing those challenges. Our fabric choices say a lot about us and our diverse cultural and peripheral sensibilities. It is a general observation that textiles hold the specific distinction of wrapping us at birth, throughout life, and as we transition to the ancestral realm. When it comes to quilting, certain fabrics are preferred for their durability, ease of sewing, and aesthetic appeal. The top fabrics commonly used in quilts are cotton, linen, wool, and silk. In contemporary society, global migration continues to shape fabric production and design. Happy National Textiles Day from the African American Quilt Circle of Durham.